Deep in a beautiful green forest, there was a little village of animals. They all lived near a cozy cottage with a red roof and a flower garden. It was a happy, cheerful place, full of laughter and friendship. Living inside the cottage was a bright green parrot named Pip. Pip had the shiniest feathers, the biggest eyes, and the loudest voice in the whole forest. Pip loved to talk. From sunrise to sunset, Pip was always talking. Pip had lots of friends. There was Rosie the rabbit, Tommy the turtle, Bella the bluebird, and Sammy the squirrel. They all loved coming to Pip's cottage to play. But one day, Pip overheard something. Two animals were being unkind to each other, saying mean, teasing things. Pip listened, and then Pip copied. Because that's what parrots do. They hear things, and they say them back. But Pip didn't understand. Those words could hurt. The very next morning, Rosie the rabbit came hopping to the cottage. "Good morning, Pip," she said with a smile. But instead of saying good morning back, Pip squawked, "Your ears look funny! Your ears look funny!" Rosie's smile disappeared. She put a paw over her ears and looked down. When Tommy the turtle walked slowly past the garden, Pip called out, "You're so slow! You're so slow! A snail could beat you!" Tommy stopped. He pulled his head into his shell. When Bella the bluebird began her morning song, Pip squawked, "That sounds terrible! Terrible! Terrible!" Bella stopped mid-note. Her wings drooped. When Sammy the squirrel came to share some acorns, Pip called out, "Your tail is too bushy! Too bushy! Too bushy!" Sammy dropped the acorns and ran away up a tree. At first, some animals still laughed, but inside, it didn't feel funny, it felt mean. And one by one, the laughter stopped. Rosie whispered to Tommy, Tommy whispered to Bella, Bella whispered to Sammy, and they all agreed. They didn't want to visit the cottage anymore. One morning, Pip woke up and called out, "Good morning, everyone!" But the garden path was empty. No Rosie, no Tommy, no Bella, no Sammy. Pip waited and waited. Still, no one came. The cottage that used to ring with laughter was completely silent. Pip hopped from one end of his perch to the other. He looked out the window. He called out again, but only the wind answered. For the first time, Pip felt very alone. Then, a shadow fell across the windowsill. A wise old owl landed softly, folded his great wings, and looked at Pip with calm, quiet eyes. "Why won't anyone come?" Pip asked sadly. The owl was quiet for a long moment. Then he said gently, "Because your words pushed them away, Pip." Every word you say is like a seed you plant in someone's heart. You have been planting seeds that hurt. When you tell Rosie her ears look funny, she feels ashamed. When you tell Tommy he's too slow, he feels small. When you tell Bella her song is terrible, she stops wanting to sing. Your words changed how they felt about themselves. Pip sat very still on his perch. He thought about Rosie's smile disappearing. He thought about Tommy pulling into his shell. He thought about Bella flying away mid-song. And for the very first time, Pip felt the full weight of what he had done. "I made them feel that way," Pip said softly. "I'm sorry. I am truly sorry." That night, Pip sat in the dark and thought about every kind thing he had never said, but could have. By the time the sun came up, Pip had made a decision. He flew to Rosie's burrow and said, "Rosie, your ears are wonderful. They're the softest, most beautiful ears in the whole forest." Rosie blinked, then slowly. She smiled, a real, warm smile. "Tommy," Pip said, "you never, ever give up, not even for 1 second. That makes you the bravest one of all." Tommy looked up, then he smiled the biggest turtle smile you've ever seen. "Bella," Pip called up softly, "the forest is too quiet without your song. It's the most beautiful sound I know." Bella tilted her head, then opened her beak and sang. One by one, the animals came back. First Rosie, hopping up the cottage path with her ears held high. Then Tommy, slow and steady, but smiling all the way. Then Bella, singing from above as she flew. Then Sammy, bounding down from his tree with a fresh pile of acorns to share. The cottage was warm and full again. And this time, Pip laughed too. Not at anyone, just with everyone. Words are like seeds. You choose which ones to plant. Plant mean ones, and they grow into walls that push people away. Plant kind ones, and they grow into something wonderful. They grow into friendship. They grow into trust. They grow into a cottage full of laughter. Pip chose kind seeds every single day, and kindness grew all around him. And from that day on, the cottage with the red roof was the happiest place in the whole forest. Words are seeds. Plant kind ones, and kindness grows all around you.
See you next time.